Hold on, I think I have something, guys. Do you guys see this? It looks like it might be a footprint. Charlie?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I have a possible track here. Do you have any way that we can maybe take a better, closer look at this?
Yeah, I'm grabbing the scanner.
It looks like there might be a large digit right there.
Hey.
Hey. Do you see it?
Yeah.
If you look right there, I have a little bit of a ridge right there.
Yeah. And it looks like that could be like a digit.
Exactly. Yep. Like, so one here, like a larger one. Let me get out of your way.
This is a Trimex scanner. This is a really, really sophisticated 3D scanner. What it can do is it can generate a model of an object. It's used a lot in archaeology. It's way more accurate than any technology that Sanderson would have had. Obviously, Sanderson did not have all the tools at his disposal that we do as far as technology goes. So we can then essentially have a 3D model of a casting that could also be 3D printed. Traditional plaster casting like Sanderson would have used, making a cast of a cast of a cast of a cast degrades the quality. But with this, we can just replicate that cast over and over and over exactly as it existed the way it was taken. This definitely does not look like a bear footprint. We need to take this and compare it to what's in the archives.
For sure.
While Charlie and Brittany upload evidence, they get a call from a former intelligence officer, Tracy Walder, with an update on the Soviet documents found in Sanderson's archive.
I was able to actually get them to a Russian translator, and she translated all of it. But I think even more importantly, I was able to authenticate them. These are classified documents from the Soviet Union about the abominable snowman. These were classified research documents. What the crux of the documents were about was that the Soviets were hunting this thing. There were a lot of sightings of the abominable snowman going way back in the Soviet Union. It seems to be sighted really at high altitudes, and they were putting money behind researching it. And I really think that a lot of their efforts really went to trying to weaponize this thing. How can we use this on the battlefield?
This is amazing. I love that they were able to be authenticated. Given the cultural temperature of the time, how the hell did Sanderson get these documents?
That is an excellent question, and I am still working on finding the answer to that.
This whole investigation has taken a major shift. The fact that the Soviets believed this thing was real is very satisfying for me. But these are accounts independent of Sanderson's and independent of the United States. I know that it's out there. There's just too many accounts, too many people and stories all over the world for this thing not to be real. I'm not satisfied until I get to see it.
At daybreak, Troy and Justin continue on the game trail, following signs of a large predator that they believe could be a hybrid bear species.
These are big prints, though.
That's looking more like bear. It's straight.
Very straight.
Before it was a little spread out. Now we got straight inline, and it looks like we got a big-ass bear track. So it's been a real hike, but Troy and I are definitely getting closer to the summit. When you're tracking in the snow, it's a little bit different. In snow, we get an easier take on what's going on with the wildlife. We get a cleaner print. We can definitely tell which direction it's heading, and sometimes we can even follow those tracks all the way to where the animal's at.
Track runs right through here. See it? These are all tracks all the way up. So they kind of curve this way, and that one kind of stops and goes over that way.
It's hard to tell what it is. I think it snowed probably earlier before we got here, so it's covering up a bit.
It's kind of melted over, man. Hold on a second. Come here.
What do we have here?
Urine? Or some sort of fluid? What do you think it is?
There's only one way to find out.
Smell it. What do you think?
There are different scents and smells when you get into urine that you can deduce a couple of things. If you're in the snow and you pee in the snow, you're gonna put a hole in the snow. Your pee is hot, the snow is not.
Nasty, nasty and gross.
So we could say that this animal has been here recently, just the way the snow is. This one is a lot more fresh. I can taste it on the tip of my tongue. And at the end of the day, we know that we're hot on the trail of this animal.
5,000 feet below, Charlie and Brittany ramp up the next stage of their search, this time taking their hunt to the air.
So we're going to be using a drone with thermal imagery. We're going to be scanning the environment to look for hot spots.
We do think that the creature is still likely in this area.
And this will allow us to track it using its body heat.
And it's going up.
And the drones is something that Ivan didn't have at his disposal. So to build on his work, I think it makes a lot of sense to utilize the technology this way.
Doesn't look like there's much activity here. It's almost like the animals are steering clear of the forest.
What's that right there?
Huh. I don't know.
Look at that.
To be that dark, it's got to be really cold.
Can we get in there a little bit?
And that might be cave breath.
A better view?
I think that's cave breath. Cave breath is a phenomena that occurs when caves emanate cold air from within.
And while we were looking for animals with the thermal drone, the cold air showed up clear as day.
I am going to mark those GPS coordinates. Caves are an important component of this investigation because a predator, or any animal really, could seek shelter to eat, to nest. And Sanderson talks a lot about caves in his notes and research.
Specifically around the abominable snowman.
That's definitely got to be a cave entrance. We got to take a closer look at this.
It's very exciting because it can potentially tell us what type of predator or what type of animal we are dealing with.
Could these encounters here be the abominable snowman? That's what we're here to find out.
ABSM could just as well hole up in caves as some bears do. And caves should be searched most diligently for remains or other evidence of their occupation. According to accounts from the Himalayas, they are said to inhabit remote mountain caves. In fact, certain large caves have been discovered with man-made walls of stone inside them, and specially shaped stones fitted to their mouths like doors.
Oh my God, take it in.
It's definitely freezing ass cold up here. But as we're seeing a lot more tracks now, especially from bigger stuff, let's see if we can get anything to come to us. If you stop right there, dude. Yeah. I think we're here, Troy. If we lose tracks of an animal in the snow, we can deduce a couple of things. Either A, that animal passed through a little bit later than we thought. B, a lot of snowfall happened that we didn't see, covering up those tracks. Or C, you're in the area where the animal's at.
In order to live here, it would have to have a very dense coat. Obviously left nerve endings in the bottom of their feet, but basically a heavy callous foot, probably a lot like the bottom of a bare foot. And look at the density of these woods. Wouldn't see anything.
No, hell no. We could have one sitting right next to us right now, we wouldn't know.
Could have anything right next to us.
We're two out in the open right now, and we have no idea what's up here. So we're going to set up camp amongst the trees, protect our backs, and set up our cameras to face the game trail.
I just thought right there. I just thought that'd be a good spot because we can watch this trail on. We can see both ways. We got a lot of direction, and then we can set backwards if something comes up behind us.
Hey, where are you guys at?
We are on the track of a large bear right now. Trying to lead that all the way up to the summit, see where it goes.
Sounds good. Just if anything happens or you guys see anything out of the ordinary, please feel free to radio us.
I feel like we should just stay up here all night. We might as well. We're both wide awake and really see what we can find.
All right, sounds good. We'll be in touch.
While Troy and Justin search the summit for the creature, Charlie and Brittany continue their hunt for the cave.
It's extremely exciting for me. We could actually be on to possibly a habitat area within a certain radius that it might be traveling and coming up into. Holy crap. Look at that.
Something's eating in here. This is badass.
The lichen?
Yeah. Bone! I found a bone! Look, right here. Right here.
Is it a vertebrae?
Don't touch, don't touch. I want to get my glove. Yeah, look at that one.
Look at that. There's a bunch in here. Why don't you get up on it?
Do you want a glove?
Yeah, yeah.
Here.
There's another one.
There's several in here. Something's eating in here. Like, that's legit. We have a whole feeding area of bones. And this is showing, this would be like a game trail, and there's a consistency of animals coming through here, which would mean that it is a natural feeding ground for any large predator.
This is too small to fit the predator that Sanderson describes and that our eyewitness saw. So this isn't the cave that we're looking for. This is more of a shelter that a predator might use to consume its prey. So we're gonna keep moving on. We're really looking for the cave that the ABSM could be using. We just need to keep moving to the GPS coordinates we found in the thermal drone.
This is like really interesting terrain.
Probably easier this way.
I want to point this out, Charlie. If I'm barefoot and I'm hitting just the mossy grass area, I can sneak up on anybody without even freaking knowing.
It's true.
What's really incredible is the advantages we have now, because Ivan Sanderson would have had to do it boots on the ground for days or weeks trying to locate these caves. Now we have the advantages of all these new technologies, including the thermal imaging drones, which immediately takes this a whole step further.
Look at that. Look at this. These rocks right here. This is exactly what is described in Sanderson's files.
It is, yeah, you're right.
We have walked right up to the precipice of Sanderson's research. He describes with great detail caves, mountains of stone, boulders like doors. It could be a den or shelter for the creature we've been looking for.
Holy crap.
We got bones.
Are you serious?
Holy crap.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Vertebrae from a fish. Now, do you see all this crevice? You see all this?
Yeah.
And how much climbing we just did?
Mm-hmm.
No bear is gonna go all the way through this to eat this.
Do you see all this? Look at this.
There's a lot.
And the way that this crevice was sat down, it was like a perfect place to sit. It really made a lot of sense. But for me, because of how the large cave started to get into narrow spots and you had to climb through, that's not a bear.
I agree with you. A bear did not do that.
I mean, like, this is super fresh. If it was old, you wouldn't have such a smell. This is like day or two.
I want to go ahead and pull some DNA, which honestly I can catch from any of these bones, to be quite honest with you. If somebody's eating here, it's going to be drooling a lot.
Yeah. So we are right up to the edge of Sanderson's research.
We found caves that he speculated about. And that, to me, is incredible. We discovered saliva that we can then collect, which we did, and test. This is fantastic.
This is a great find. It's very exciting because it can potentially tell us what type of predator or what type of animal we are dealing with. All signs are pointing more towards the possibility of it being this creature.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the IR night vision infrared camera right here.
All right, I'm gonna hop past you then, and I'm gonna set this trail camera up behind that tree, catch what's behind us.
Okay.
As darkness falls on Mount Hope, Troy and Justin set up for one final night watch.
Troy, are you comfortable where you're at?
I'm not. A little cold.
So far, literally nothing.
What the hell was that? What the hell was it? What is that?
I don't know, but I felt it literally right next to me. Like I could feel it on the...
Hold on.
Oh my God, it's a big rock.
Can we get somebody to follow us?
Yeah, I want to know what the hell's throwing infrasound at me.
You see any, Sean? You see anything at all?
I can't.
Whatever's making that sound, it's either saying that it's scared or it's trying to intimidate us. I really don't know. I'm trying to place my head around it because I've never experienced anything like that before.
If we want to do it, do it. We have a bunch of trail cams. I'm gonna set some up on some trees in this area, and then we'll be able to come back maybe 6 or 7 months from now and be able to review the footage that we have on there. Obviously, we know there's something here, but we really have a huge hike to get back to Brittany and Charlie.
I don't know what that was up there, but that was no bear, man. No bear.